What you want, yeah. We just chillin' by the WaWas, lemonade with the large fries. Puff twice for the calm high, ayy, what you want, yeah. Big checks make the bank bounce. Old school candy paint down. Bad chicks, they from down south, ayy, what you want, yeah.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, BQ Quick Review. I'm your host, BQ, and today we're going to be doing a reaction video. And this one was sent to me by one of you guys on my Instagram. And if you want me to react to a video, just go to my Instagram at biquon, and you can send me a suggestion for a video you want me to react to, or you could just put it down in the comments. I'll get to it. But yeah, so this one is I Baby My Man and It Works For Us, featuring Jasmine. Now, I've been seeing this all across social media and stuff, and women have been going crazy on this. So let's see why. Let's get right into this. All right, make sure you guys like and comment, as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. I feel like I'm getting better with my accent. Let's get it.
All right, so let's bring it back to the basics. What is the art of being submissive? First step is get with somebody who wants what you have to offer. I think love and submission is a tailored fit. It's not a one size fits all.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I can only tell you what it means to me. Now, for me, it's complete selflessness. I am satisfied in serving. I'm a servant, and I watched my mother serve all my life. You know, and it was rain, sleet, or snow. I think we talked about this on the phone. My mother's love for my father wasn't conditional. It's not my responsibility, but I enjoy. It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Like every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest. And it shouldn't be conditional. A part of that...
So far, I don't see nothing wrong with what Shorty's saying. Like, that sounds like a good trip to me. Like, that sounds like she's just very submissive and very feminine. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with whatever. But actually, I'm gonna show you guys the comments that I read before I even like seen this video too, because I did read some of the comments, and the comments, I don't know. Let's see.
Lack of conditions too means that you do your duty joyfully regardless of what's being done for you. That's it. I do my duty joyfully regardless of what is happening to and for me. You know, now some days I might be more shitty than others because I have my...
I call a little bit of cap on that, because like, I don't believe there's... Me personally, I don't believe there's a such thing as unconditional love. And the closest thing you can get to unconditional love is from your parents or to your child, because you're not really having any conditions on like your child, and your mother doesn't have certain like conditions on you. Whether, you know, whatever you go through, they're still going to love you. That's what I believe unconditional love is. There's no conditions to it. I don't believe in a relationship sense that there can be a such thing as unconditional love, because there's conditions to a relationship to where if you don't follow those conditions, or those conditions aren't met, then there will be a breakup. So I don't believe in unconditional love in terms of a relationship. You can have that. The closest thing to that is your family. But yeah, let's continue.
Own stuff going on. You know, when there's times where it's like, I don't even want to say what's going on with me, because again, I know how to deal with me and my pain. You know, I'll cry in the shower and keep it moving, you know. But in the art of submission for me, because I can't speak for everybody, is being joyful about it. You know, that want of, and I think it, not even just a want, the power of knowing that you have the power to make someone's day better.
Yeah,
and that's a choice and easier. Yes, better and easier.
I'm liking what I'm hearing so far.
I always make the choice to do it. I always make the choice to do it. I like to give. I like to allow my person to lead. They know, especially like when it translates in the bedroom, I like to feel dominated. You know,
I think a lot of women do.
It's my favorite position because I like to be taken advantage. Oh my gosh, no, I don't like to be taken advantage of. I like to feel.
That's okay. I like to be degraded.
Yeah.
Those are languages that I like and I accept.
I do, but if I'm comfortable and if I trust you. So just know what that means. Know that dance with your partner. I think of relationships and submission and being submissive is like, it's like an 8 count. Know that dance. You better know that 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, dishes clean. 2, laundry. 3. If
yeah, I'm sure they sound like
you fight in the world, you would never come back and fight me. You would never come back and walk into a space that is not welcoming you.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that
guys, we need to find this woman, capture her, study her in a lab so that we can replicate what she's doing. We can replicate this woman because all this shit sounding good to me. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but all this shit sounding good to me because, like, I don't know. You guys tell me. That sound like very, you know, it just sounds like she's feminine and she's just submissive, which most guys like. So I don't understand what the problem is. But you know what it is? It's always going to be the women that are bitter, you know, and they don't want to do these things, who are going to be mad at hearing a woman who does the things that men like. You know, all these submissive traits and everything. And I talked about it in my green flags video. I'm going to put a link to it in the description so you can look at that. In my green flags video, we were talking about being, you know, just nice or whatever. Or, you know, we were talking about the whole dynamic of, you know, being feminine and submissive and things like that. Like, all these things like cooking and cleaning and all these traits, she just sounds like a traditional woman, you know. And most women want a traditional man, but they're not a traditional woman, and that's where the imbalance comes from. And the guys, you're not gonna like when I say this too. You have to hold up your end of the bargain also. So if a woman is doing all these things, then I do believe a man should be able to provide for that woman too. You know, you can't be a bum and, you know, be demanding these things. I want to be very specific with my words. You cannot be demanding women to do certain things and you're not providing certain things. Are there certain women who will do that and, you know, they do the whole 50-50 thing and still do these things? Yes, there are plenty of women who still do that. There are still women who still work and do all those feminine things, cook, clean, and all that stuff, and when after they come home from work and still the same way with their man. Salute to them. But what I'm saying is, you cannot demand those things from a woman if you are not providing for a woman. If a woman just does that on her own, that's her nature, cool. But you can't. I don't believe you can demand those things from a woman. But yeah, everything sounds good to me. So I don't know what these women are talking about. But you know, you're always gonna have the bitter woman who refuse to do these things. Some modern woman who refuse to do these things. They're a boss chick, this and that, da da da. And even she said that she works, she's a boss. But when she comes home to her man, she brings peace. And she does the things like, men don't care about your money, your career, and think, let me not say they don't care. It's not the top thing on our list. You know, that's probably like I guess it's a plus if you have it, but it's not going to make or break us. If you have it, I guess that's nice, but it's not something that's very important. The things that she mentioned, like rubbing your back or like cooking and, you know, catering to us, those are the things that men care about. Just as you like a man that's traditional, we like a woman that's traditional. And these sound like a lot of traditional traits. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. But I just find it weird how, like, it's being framed into, like, this woman is crazy. No, this is sounds like a traditional woman.
This is controversial in some capacity.
Absolutely.
And it shouldn't
To
be.
some,
That's crazy.
it can be enabling. You know, someone told me one time, they're like, you're enabling him. And I told him how that made me feel, and he was like, of course they're going to say that. They don't have nobody doing that for them.
Facts.
How did it make you feel?
It made me feel like,
yo, I gotta say something too. Like, for all the women who do the things that they're doing for their man, and you hear these bitter women coming back, oh, why you doing this? Oh, you gonna let him control you and this and that? Stop letting these hoes fucking dictate your relationship. Stop letting these hoes ruin your relationships and your everything with your man and stuff. Like, stop letting these hoes and these crazy ass feminists ruin what you got going with your partner. Most men like these type of things. And for the men that come out and say, oh no, we like this or whatever, don't fucking listen to these simps. The most men like this, like their woman feminine to cater to them and all these things. Don't let these hoes and crazy ass feminists convince you otherwise. Cause I'm just letting y'all know, for the 2 women that are watching this, I know my audience is mostly men, but yeah, like, don't let these hoes convince you otherwise, okay? And it seemed like Shorty over here, Shan, she don't really fuck with it. If you guys can see the picture or whatever, she don't really fuck with what she's saying. I could just tell from her whole body language and like her facial expression. She's looking at this girl like, I could never. But yeah, let's see.
But at the same time, that's my love. So if you don't understand it, you know, I'm not loving on you for you to get it. That's how I love. And whoever I love is gonna get that benefit.
Yes.
There was a time where, you know, women needed men for everything. We couldn't even open up a bank account, you know? And now it's like women are really in their bag where they're like, I have my own business, I'm doing this, I don't need.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Like, basically, like, can I be frank? Like, I don't need a nigga for shit. I don't. You know, and I can say those words, but I want one.
So everyone's understanding
yeah.
change here. Because, and this could be, it's not, but you're doing great. But because I told you, I'm gonna ask them.
Sorry for pausing it so much, but she just speaking about all the things young boy like. But yeah, like I'll say this, you know, guys tend to complain about the whole money aspect, or for girls making money and stuff like that. I've dated women who make my money look like nothing. I want to be very clear. I've dated women who make my money look like just change or whatever. They made bread. They made more than me. The thing is, I still played the same role that I would play with any other woman that I was dating. When we went out, I paid. When we did things, I paid. Or I wasn't fucking going out. As simple as that. So, whenever I went out with these women that made more, I made clear that I'm asking you out, I'm going to pay. Just because you're making more doesn't mean I'm gonna make you pay and expect more some shit from you, whatever. And sometimes these girls would be, after taking them out so many times, they would show appreciation, be like, let me take you somewhere this time, as a little treat or whatever. And then even on those days, I would still pay something at least. But yeah, like, you have to still keep that role when you're dealing with women, even if they are making a certain amount more than you are. I'm not the nigga that's gonna fly you out to fucking Cancun or wherever the fuck you wanna go. I'm not the nigga that's gonna take you on a shopping spree. I am not that nigga. So if you are looking for that nigga, it's not here. I ain't there yet. And even if I was, I still wouldn't do that unless you are my girl or my wife. So yeah, I just want to make that clear to you guys. But let's see what Shan is going to say. Her name is really Booty though. It's crazy.
Just stupid questions.
Yeah.
Because this dynamic. I think like my relationship with my partner is very.
I've watched some of her content,
like,
so I kind of know a bit about
like
her.
I don't ever feel like I'm giving for the sake of giving, and I'm not receiving for the sake of receiving. I'm receiving being like, well, I deserve this, and I'm giving being like, you deserve this. So there's that exchange happening.
So you speak on, you tell him the things that you need?
Yeah.
And the things that you feel like you deserve, you'll say that?
100%.
How do you say that?
I need you to step up in these areas. I need to not worry about this. I need to be able to take my brain off this thing. I need more affection. I need
That's
more
gonna piss a man off, especially
sexual.
how you.
Here's the things that I need to like feel more sexual, and in return,
that's gonna piss a man off. I'm gonna just say that.
So we have
depending on how you do it.
Does he receive it well?
So Shorty in the white or whatever, she seems like she has a high respect for a man. When you have respect for a man, there's certain shit you're not going to ask and you're not going to say to them. That's a woman that respects her man. Not saying that you have to be a freaking puppet or whatever, because that's what I was seeing in the comments and stuff, like things similar to that. But it's not like, what I say goes and like it's a type of dictatorship. Like it's just like you're, I'm the captain, you're the co-captain, or like, I'm the president, you're the vice president. Your input is very important, but I have the last say. And that's how I think most relationships should happen between men and women. Of course, there's different types of relationships and Although most of those relationships where it's different like that, it kind of, falls apart. But yeah, when you're having a relationship with the woman, her input is very important. I want to make that very clear. But the man should have the final say because he is leading the family, and also he's the protector. He's supposed to be the protector of the family. We always talk about these things and stuff that's important. A man will give their life to protect their woman and their family. And I don't know about you, but a person giving their life is tops everything. And the next thing that a woman can do, that's the highest honor that they can give a man, is have their child. That's even higher than, that might even be higher than a man giving his life, because you're creating life and also you are putting your life on the line. So we have these two things, that are very important to each other. So if a man is supposed to be the leader of the household, let him lead. There's no, oh no, you're going to do this my way or whatever. No, you're going to do it the man's way, and he's going to listen to your input. And the man isn't like trying to even do all that. Most men are going to listen to your input and take it in and, take your advice because they value, most men who care about their wives, or care about their woman, they value their woman's advice. And, if it's logical and it makes sense, they're going to listen to it, So, just want to make that clear. Let's get it.
I think everybody has a problem with being told that they're not doing enough, because we always go to like, well, I'm already doing X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. So I think that there can be, I wouldn't say that he's always arms wide open, but he always adjusts. But so I guess when listening to your relationship style, I'm like, if we kind of broke it down into like to-dos specifically, like what does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What's it?
Like packing his bag. Unpacking his bag.
Yo, we need to copy her and replicate this woman.
Pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you mean. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it.
Man,
I mean, he's spoiled. And when I talk to my girlfriends about it, I was like, oh, how you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man.
Every good interaction or relationship I've had with a woman had this type of mindset where it's like, I'm doing this because I like doing it. I like to see that my partner feels good. I like that the things that I do for him makes him feel good. Those are the best interactions I have had with women. This type of attitude right here. And I'm telling you, do not listen to these bitter bitches. Like, they are going to lead you to doom. Like, I'm sorry. My brother told me I gotta stop saying bitch, whatever. I gotta stop calling bitches. But I'm still working on it. But anyways, yeah, like, you, like, even on a man's side, you know, like, he, like, it goes a two-way street too. A man does things like, maybe they might buy things or take women out or do these things or take care of a woman, whatever. Might massage you, give you a massage, whatever. Rub your head, because they do it because they want to see you happy. And that is the same thing that should be happening for a woman. It's a balance. You know, if a man is doing certain things for you, I believe you should be doing certain things for them too. But it's not even like a tit for tat thing. It's just because you enjoy seeing your partner happy. Whenever I do things for any woman, it's not because, oh, let me do this or whatever. It's because I like to see that the things that I do make the person happy. But, yeah. So you're on point, man. I like what she's saying, yeah.
You know what I mean? And my biggest flex should be how I treat myself, which is kind of fucked up. It's kind of messed up.
But when you're in a relationship, your biggest flex is how you treat your partner.
You know what's interesting, and you saw my reaction when I was like, you say that? You ask for that?
It's kind of sad that she has to feel ashamed saying these things.
I have gotten better at saying the things that I need, but if I don't get it the first time, I don't like to say it again.
So would you do what you're doing for a broke dude?
No, she wouldn't.
What do you call broke?
No, she wouldn't. Just keep it above.
Requires you.
And I think that's fair.
No.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
No. I think to be broke, you can be
still a great lover, still very romantic, still very emotionally supportive. But I'm just like asking.
I wouldn't even know that. I wouldn't even know that he's all those things. Because I think there's a lot of people who are financially stable who are broke-minded, and I can't get down with that either.
So let me just clarify the question. What are the requirements from a man to bring to Jazzy in order to get...
You gotta be a rich, dominant man. That's what I get from that.
I think it's how you make me feel. I have to feel safe with you emotionally.
Yeah.
I have to...
They both bad, by the way.
You have to excite me.
They both look good.
I need edge. So all this cute, soft shit that I need him to be emotional.
Yeah, she need a dominant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I also need some edge. And I also need a man that is like, you know, like I am a submissive. So like, in a way, my love language and sex
it's
is
like yin and yang. You need... They complement each other.
So
you need somebody dominant, and you have somebody dominant, you need somebody submissive, and they complement each other.
Let me sit down, you know, but it's like someone who is a very, you know, you can be emotional and be soft and things like that, but I still need you to have a little sprinkle of that edge.
Do you need an alpha male?
Yes, only. And you know, and I think men are confused on if they are or not, and if you are confused, you're not.
You're not one. Yeah, you shouldn't be. Yeah.
I think in my experience of an alpha male, it is somebody who is respected. You know, walks in the room and everybody just kind of like feels their presence.
Some people can interpret submissiveness as like anything goes, like I'll put up with anything.
No way. I mean, like,
exactly.
I think anything goes for sure if you're comfortable with the person. Because I'm doing shit I never did before. I'm just like, I would have never done this, but you know what? I'm comfortable with this person and I feel safe.
Do you have an example?
Anal.
Wait, what? Okay, we gonna stop right there. We gonna stop right there. I don't know what you're talking about right there, but I'm gonna put a link to the video in the description for you guys to see. I want to read some of these comments. Just give my thoughts on these little comments for the YouTube algorithm. Okay, so first comment, it's most liked comment. This only works if the other person is actually a good person and doesn't possess narcissistic tendencies, because imagine putting this much effort into someone and they constantly move the goalposts. You'll lose yourself. Well, this comment should be a no-brainer, you know. Like, I feel like this comes from fear, because it's like a lot of women feel like I'm not going to do this for a man because, he might do this to me, he might leave me. But I always say this, like, everything in life isn't guaranteed, and that includes, like, dating. When you're dating, you're taking a risk for somebody to fuck you over. But does that mean you just stop doing shit or whatever, or stop doing good stuff? No, because, like, it's just the trial phase where you're, like, showing, if you were to be with me, this is what I can offer. So, yeah, but she does have a point right there. If it is the wrong person, that's where women gotta be careful. If it is the wrong person, then, they can take advantage of that and, twist it. And that's kind of where a lot of women get hurt and they get fucked up and they kind of carry that with them. And then they're like, you know what, I'm not doing this for a man anymore. But, just as you are with anything, you don't give up doing it. Like there's a lot of educated, beautiful women. If you fail the test or fail the class or something, you're not just like, oh, I'm not going to school anymore. You keep trying. You go back, you try that again, or you study harder. You don't just give up. So, don't blame your bad experiences on one person and then use that as an umbrella for all men, and vice versa for the men too. Don't have your bad experiences and blame that all on women. There are just fucked up people in this world. Okay, so this is an interesting comment. Being submissive is not being subservient. Also, being submissive is exclusive to your husband. There is so much trauma in her responses, especially when she was surprised that what Shan asked for in her relationship works. Making it easy for a man to nab you is not a flex. She seems to have no boundaries set in place for herself, but it's her relationship. That's not what I got at all. I got that this woman highly respects her man as a woman should, and with her, she just respects her man. Like, she's not going to say certain shit or get out of character or whatever to disrespect her man. If a man says no or nah, this is not how it is, then it is what it is. It's just like I said, the man's going to have the final say. You could say what you want to say, but you're not going to be going back and forth. And a lot of women need to understand that. Men don't want to go back and forth with y'all. They want to tell you one time and that's it. So it's not like you want somebody to be submissiveness doesn't mean slave. It's just you are submitting. Men submit all the time too. When they go out to work and stuff, they have to submit to a boss or whatever. Or even if they you're submitted to your family. God damn it, men have to get on their knees and present you a ring to say, yes, that is the biggest form of submissiveness ever. You're submitting to a woman, you're down on your knees. So I don't, men submit to, and it's not, I don't know why submissiveness is looked at so badly by women. That's submissiveness is your most powerful weapon when you are in a relationship with a man. And of course that means the right man. Use some common sense, people. It's not every man is out to get you like the freaking bookie man. So yeah. Okay, so we see this comment: complete unconditional selflessness, a great way to lose yourself. That's not true. If it's with the wrong person, then yes. Because as you can see, she's still doing her career and doing her own thing. It's not like she lost herself or whatever. She's just very submissive to a man, like I said. But okay. Yeah. Most of these comments are they do not like what this woman had to say at all. But okay. This one says, as a man, he spelled don't wrong. As a man, I don't need to do anything. I don't need anyone to do anything for me. All I want is peace. When the thing she's doing is providing peace. You idiot. There's always some simp that comes in the comments that, guys, if you let me know, because I like what she was saying. So if you guys gotta speak up and let women know what you like. Don't be scared to not say what you like. You know, don't let these crazy women and these bitter women and these hurt and damaged women, because some of them are just hurt and damaged, couldn't like keep your mouth shut. Like, most men like this shit. So don't let, you know, don't be silent and let these simps speak up for you. So I'm always going to speak my mind and tell it what it is. But yeah, this was a nice video. Thank you guys for sending me this one. This was a good one. And what did you guys think about the video? Did you think she was doing too much? Am I wrong about something? I'm always right, so I don't know what y'all talking about. But anyways, let me know down in the comments. BQ quick review. Nah, we do.
Pick up the pieces and patches, I gotta be, cause the edges are jagged. I do not call my things lessons with real beef, they be squeezing them ratchets. You not the same person that you on internet, I've been smelling some catfish. Don't condone violence, cause we move in silence, you know that they got it like Metal Gear Solid. Pick up the pieces and patches, I gotta be, cause the edges are jagged. I do not call my things lessons with real beef, they be squeezing them ratchets. You not the same person that you on internet, I've been smelling some catfish. Don't condone violence, cause we move in silence, you know that they got it like Metal Gear Solid.